Welcome to Gran Turismo 7, still my favorite sim racer, despite the insane chaos this week. No penalties for hitting people on off the track. What is this? We're in the insane D class where you get that D style driving. We got the brake balance at 4, and that is one of the fixes for this race. And another one is to get a car that can turn in like crazy. Otherwise, it's a hard drive. So the Viper's got good turn in. I actually think the Alfa Romeo 4C is an amazing choice for this track. One of the best cars for this track for great turn in. And the 911 is fantastic with turn in. If you go to +4, it doesn't want to over-rotate too much. Mustang Drifter, welcome. Thank you so much for making it in. Looking forward to some YouTubers versus subscriber races shortly after this. So let's try to not get booted and destroyed from what, 3rd to last place. That's actually a lot like last night. We held 4th for what, a lap and a half, 2 laps, and then we got just completely destroyed all the way to the back of the pack, and then climbed up from last to, we climbed 5 or 6 positions. And it looks like they've fixed one thing. I would have loved contact on in the curbs instead of ghosting, but it looks like they've added ghosting. We had none of that last night. We got speared in a turn, speared into another stratosphere, and the driver got a 0 penalty. Mustang Drifter, welcome. Yes, I am feeling better. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Not feeling 100%, but certainly sneezed less today than yesterday. Yesterday was a sneeze, not a snooze fest, but a sneeze fest. I can tell you last night I went to bed feeling not so great. But yeah, the voice is getting better. Tom, how are you? Super Doofus. Folks, don't forget to check out Mustang Drifter, his YouTube channel, as well as Super Doofus. Super Doofus being a huge supporter of this channel. Thank you to the members making this actually count as a small business, so I can finally go ahead and start buying some equipment other than my initial equipment, which was the PS5, the TV, this junkyard setup. Really comfortable seat though. But I'm thinking of getting the Costco Play set, because at $3.99 I think that makes a lot of sense. And no, I'm not sponsored. Who knows, maybe something will work out with Summit Media that dropped in last night. Alright, so fixes for Deep Forest. They've added ghosting in the corners. Otherwise, XXX Legend would have destroyed us on one turn. Let's see, are we going to get... Oh, okay, no, I thought we were going to get the penalty right off. So that will actually hurt your safety limit a lot. Apparently, booting people off the track doesn't affect their safety limit. Safety rating, we saw that last night. I got a clean race bonus, and my safety rating went down because I went off the track. I consider that a little broken because the car that had destroyed us off the track had no effect on his safety limit. Super Deep is saying, try Amazon. You got a wheel and a stand through them. All right. Thank you for the... I do like Costco, though, because I can try it out. And if it breaks, I know they're really good with return policies. My Amazon's been really good for return policies, though, as well, with people that I know. Really, really good. Like, maybe even a little too good. Alright, so I'm posting a flat one. Was it a flat 129 here for the quali? That puts us in 3rd. Yeah, we're having trouble staying in 3rd, it looks like. Excuse me. We got Uncle Daddy behind me. I do not want that uncle asking me who is their daddy. So let's get along and get this car down the track. Usable first gear in the Porsche 911, but I think the 4C is a great car for this track. The 458, because of the great turn in, the Ferrari 458 Italia, great car for this track as well, because lots of turn in, the Porsche 911, the Viper. I tried out the McLaren 650S, and it accelerated really nicely. It powered out of the corners incredibly well, but I found even on +4 brake balance, it still missed in. It just didn't have quite enough of that sharp turn in that I need for this track as an amateur rookie or amateur driver. Hard to power through that section right before the bridge, but you really gotta lay into the throttle, because if you don't power there, you end up with a lap that'll easily be in the 131s, 132s. Ex-Legend trying to figure a way to get the pass on the straightaway. Let's see if he'll do it with or without contact. If contact is made, well, it's just going to help us approach the front pack, close up the gap a little. But ghosting seems to be Gran Turismo's solution to the weekly races. Yeah, Monday night being, I felt, pretty darn broken. And it looks like now they're, through ghosting, getting us to drive like adults. Like we're not playing Call of Duty, the racing game. We need to get that, shave a second easily off that. Ease into the pedal as we get the steering wheel slowly back into the starting position, the flat position. Hey, Knight Rider Jim, good evening, sir. Sorry, this TV is a little bit too big for how closely I sit. I have to kind of scan down. But of course, when we've got moderators that say hello to everyone, always helps me see who's in the live chat, because it'll pop up a second time in case I missed it the first time. So I really appreciate that. Super Doofus and Knight Rider and everyone else that takes the time to say hello to everyone as they drop in. So we are racing in Louis Knight VR, Sladenator, Legend 37 up ahead. We got Wolfgar. Ooh, I have cooked this one. Oh, I kept the car on the track. At least I didn't pick up the penalty. Out of This World Gaming, also known as Bren N. Thank you very much for dropping in. Looking forward to racing with you shortly. So we'll be racing with some legends this evening. Check out Bren N, or really Out of This World Gaming. Look him up on YouTube. Out of This World Gaming. Fantastic videos on board games covering what you will like and dislike and why, or I should say what you may or may not like or dislike. So he'll run through the border. Absolutely Mustang Drifter. Call of Duty dailies. Well said. Nice wording. Very nice wording. Very descriptive. I just cannot close this gap. Come on, we can do it. Let's get this gap closed. All right, 1.5, will the straightaway bear fruit? Oof, not much. Still hovering around the 1.54, 1.514, sorry. Chris J, good evening. Okay, there, I'm braking a little early that time. I guess a little battle worn from the last time we went through that turn. On the last lap, we overcooked it. Almost went out, but yeah, we've shaved 0.4 off. So slowly closing the gap. We still have a good chance to get podium. No, we do not. Okay, we're on the final lap. Hey, you know what though? We did a thing! We had our fastest lap on that last lap, and we held fourth. It's not podium, but it's not far off. We got beat out by Sladenator with a bronze. XXX Legend 37. If it wasn't for ghosting, he would have taken me out and put me to the back of the pack. And we got Louis Knight VR on the track. Thank you very much for the GGs. Good game. I'm assuming it's for good game. I'm sure it can be a lot of other things like gorgeous guy, fist pump. But I'm not gorgeous, so it must be a good game. So we picked up 4th. And let's see, 9,700 credits. Wes Francis, good evening. I like that skyline in your background. I got pretty excited today. I saw a skyline for 81,000. I'm like, ooh, 81,000. Skyline, right-hand drive, Japanese. Mileage isn't high at all. 60, 70,000 kilometers. Looked into it. Not legal here until the car is 25 years old, so yeah, not going to buy a car to then store it in my garage for 8 years. But driver rating went down. You usually, when you get 8th, 9th, or lower, 8 and up, driver rating goes up. We picked up 4, so good stuff. The Dark J, welcome back. The Dark J is back. Batman himself. Thank you very much, Dark J. Now, let me know in the comments. I see we got 10 running in the show. Let me know if we've got enough for an early start on YouTubers versus subscribers. Marie said, Johnny, you're sick. Start your live early. She said she wants to go to bed early anyways. She's tired. She said, start it up early so you can go to bed earlier. She knows I won't kick this whatever I have since November 1st till I get some sleep. All right, I just wanted to get the live chat on so I can catch what's going on when I miss something. All right. So let's see where our where our driver rating is now. Looks like we still got a few top positions in order to get back into the C class. But nothing wrong with the D class as long as there's either penalties for hitting or ghosting, because D class is just a very naughty class. All right, L412, right on. Congratulations. I found you got a really good time on Deep Forest L412 in a Porsche 911. So I'd like to be following your run, your track. All right, let's get this loaded up. It's pretty quick. We got the best template right here, so a bit of damage, both physical and visual. We've got, let's go back to our 12 racers. Found 12 is just perfect. And it helps if I don't quit out. So we'll load this up. Get 12, save the settings. Let's put it over the spa layout. So we'll remember the lower one is, the top one's going to be for 12. We've got 16, so the best template twice. Remy's in, fantastic. We're going to have a good night tonight. We've got all the top drivers, the legends themselves, Out of This World Gaming. Out of This World Gaming, I hope your channel is increasing in success. You certainly deserve it, and more people need to play board games because it's excellent for a little bit of that frontal cortex development, speech, communication, logic, reasoning. Most of the liberal arts are being used when playing somewhat complex to complex board games. Oh yeah, the JCCR team is in the house. Love it. Got the Dark J, Rizio. Wes is in as well. Hopefully Dana will be in. I put 12, and it seems quite popular. I had 16 last night, and we had trouble. Maybe people just weren't expecting me back because I missed Friday night. Also, from being sick, not feeling very good. All right. Winning formula, but if in the live chat we have some people saying, hey, No space. Well, we know what happens then. We kick the B-rated A or B-rated drivers when it comes to safety rating. Dano, I don't see you in here. So Dano, let me know when you're about to jump in, when you're ready, searching the lobby, and it says you can't come in because it's full. A B-rated driver will get shifted. I feel bad, but the B-rated drivers rarely drive nicely. All right, let's just change the grid. Let's get the faster drivers in the back. Sorry, Bren. This isn't a punishment. It's a compliment. Oh, and Indian Taco's back. Welcome back. Sorry, Dan 96. Make it back when you've got a higher rating. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry. I am a bad man, a very bad man. But I'm working to be better every day, every week, and every month. Being better doesn't mean being a carpet that people walk all over, but it means expressing yourself well. Indian Taco is also a B, but we've driven with Indian Taco before, and he was not a pain in the B. He was actually, I think, quite nice. So yeah, no worries, Dano. Anytime. For my favorite Texan, well, here's competition. My other channel, JCCR Racing, does have an M Peugeot. Who's supported me the last 5 years, 5 or 6 years. He's followed me along, always sent us jokes. So we'll say equal. My favorite Texans. Oh, L412. Dan 96 is a friend of yours. I'm sorry, L412. I can't really kick Indian Taco because he's raced with us before and he was lovely. And I kicked him. I'm sorry, man. Let's do one race, find out who's going to be the dirty racer and who's going to get the kick. I'm sorry about that. I see the B rating and I'm like, I don't feel like getting booted all around the track. And we've got one of the legends themselves and a regular driver. Oh, and he's raced before. Or you're saying Indian Taco has raced before? Dan 96. I just don't know who to kick. Oh, we've raced with Dan before. I'm sorry. Here, okay, Rawik. Let's see. Well, we've never raced with Rawiki. No. We'll get Rawiki out. I'm sorry, Rawiki. Little house cleaning. Rawiki is an A+ driver with an S rating. Well, we can't kick him because he's an extra legend, one of the top percentage. So you know what? We'll do a race, and room filled up fast, whereas last night I put 16 and we couldn't get. We'll wait for the next race. We couldn't even get it filled up to 12. So that's my fault for missing a night. And Chris J, thank you very much for sending me the friend request. Either after this race or tonight, I will go and add you, and you'll be able to find these races so much faster. Now, we've done the Deep Forest, what I thought would be insane racing, but because last night it was absolutely insane, I'm in third. I get a really clean pass and very fairly get put in fourth, and loved how the driver passed me. Then fifth comes up from behind, hits us 3 times, maybe 3 times, and then spears us into another stratosphere in the turn. As I'm spitting, saw that they got 0 penalty. Don't even think their safety rating went down, and I went off the track and got my safety rating brought down. So that was insane and chaotic. This race is probably going to be much more like a real-world race. It's going to feel a whole lot more. There's going to be a lot more sim in the racing. It's not going to be sim arcade racing, or as Mustang Drifter called it, Call of Duty weeklies, I believe. All right, so pedal to the metal. Full pedal all the way through. Lovely turn in from the 911 Alfa Romeo 4C Italia. Didn't feel like the 650S had as much sharp, crisp turn in, but the acceleration was awfully nice. Oh, sorry, the Dark J. I let off the pedal. I was on the brakes, and after tapping you, I let off the pedal. Oh, Indian Taco has been taken out. We'll get the post-race talk. If he took himself out from hitting, or if there's an accident, or someone deliberately took him out, which would be pretty early to Batman someone. Mind you, you can earn getting Batmaned pretty quick if you're hitting to knock someone off the track during a straightaway. Woo! We're gonna have to dance here. Little in and out action. Dano, that in beautiful flat paint, or not flat paint, but the flat wrap. Ooh, I let off the pedal there, so I bet Bren N is gonna be coming up pretty quickly. All right, let's get this up to 160 miles per hour. Will we? No, we can't at the 300 mark. You do not want to eat that sidewalk. It will jump your car. You'll have only 2 wheels left on the track. Less traction. You will slide and possibly then slide into the next wall. This time we won't make the same mistake twice. Pedal to the metal all the way through here. Ooh, that was a not braking, not the place to brake. Viper is kicking up dirt. Texas Ranger kicking up dirt from those cowboy boots. Ooh, and we are out. Indian Taco took us out, so there'll be space for Dan 96 as Indian Taco just booted himself out of the race. So there's the spot for Dan 96. Always nicer than to have to boot someone out. Ooh, those elevated curbs will put the traction, lift the car up, put the traction to 2 wheels and get you into a slide. Of course, that will happen because the suspension on these vehicles are very stiff. They're not made to just absorb everything. Get behind Bren and let him cut some wind for us. And JCCR Jay Rizzio picking up a 150 flat. Let's see if anyone can beat that time. We got the time to beat on the clock. And I am in last place, so all I can do is try to drive fast. Can't go any lower, so time to learn how to push this track. Not trying to protect a position either. Oh, that is too much of a push. Overcooked that turn, that'll cost us. Try to cut up these corners, straighten them out, get to the apex on every turn. We got some very fast people at the bottom of this track, and I'm not talking about myself. I mean, Dark J is very quick. There I am looking off the screen. But Dark J is very quick. Dano, very, very quick. Bren N, an A driver. I think there's a lot of... I think Indian Taco came in and maybe I'm just... I'm presuming, of course. This is not necessarily the case. But maybe the driving was similar to the results, or the result of the driving was similar to the results of eating some cheap, inexpensive tacos. Yep, that's pushing it. Need to brake at the 300. Oh, that will, no, they have nerves of steel. Get some pylons back on the track. And from here, the best thing I can do is observe. Let's see what's going on at the top of the track. Too far behind. And we got a new livery from Jay Rizzio. Rocking some flashy green, looking sharp, my friend. And let's see, we got JCCR West right behind him in the RCZ. Or RCZ. Z or Z, depending what part of the world you're from. Very nice livery. Followed by L412. Very quick individual. Formal credit, 6. Rawiki 81. That's the A+ driver we've got racing with us. Thank you for joining us. Rawiki 81. Very nice Castrol inspired livery. We got the Dark J. Let's see. Oh, the Dark J is rocking Batman with the Joker on the back of his car. Ain't no Jokers. It's the Joker Dark Knight car. Actually, looks like the Joker from the animated series. The 90s or early, 90s animated series was fantastic. Joker was voiced by Mark Hamill. And Dark J working to... Haha, Bren doing some slick moves there, Bren. Looking sharp, my friend. All right, Rizzio. Very cool jumpsuit there. Pole position, clean race, victory. Flawless victory, my friend. And the Dark J saying, race clean or you'll get Batman. Love it. Not the Dark J, not used to the Porsche. It is different. And once you get used to it, it's fantastic. Once you get used to it. And once you get used to it, it's just, I think it needs to be run on +4. I struggled with it for so long. Hey, the Gothic Kratos. Good evening and welcome back. Now, let's see. We got that spot for McGurgles. I'm sorry, you're a B driver, and we don't know you. So we're going to get Dan at 96 in here, who got kicked for being a B driver, but that 12th spot was reserved for him. So make it back, Dan, at 96. And I am going to... It is cool, but the snowstorm's done. So time to shed some layers here. Shed one layer, to be more precise. Now the winner does get to pick the next race. Let's see who won. L412. If you can let Dan 96 know that, great, he's coming back. Fantastic. The public race and days times permanently changed. The Gothic Kratos. I've been sick, so I've missed a few races. So 1 week I missed Monday. Last week I missed Friday. I was just too tired, a little too sick. And I'm still sick, so I'm trying to get to bed earlier. So I'm starting up at 9, but normally we will start at 9:30. This new 9 a.m. start up, or 9:10, a little before 9, is just so that I can get a race done on the weekly, as I always do, usually from 9:30 to about 9:45, 9:50. Then we weekly race. This way we get into the radio. So that's what's going on. Gothic Kratos, Out of This World Gaming, giving us the down low, the DL. As I read out the down low, let's just change up the race. Jay Rizzio, let us know what race we're going to be. It's going to be Daytona. Fantastic. Just saw it now. And let's catch up with Out of This World Gaming. 4 laps at Daytona. Let's do 3 laps so we can have more races. All right, I think it's the last one. There we go. Daytona. All right, so let's see what happened. Out of This World Gaming saying, Indian taco guy fishtailed himself on me. I didn't do anything. I saw him diving on me, so I gave him room. I tried to do the same, but he didn't give me much room. I slid into him, and we went off on you. All right, yeah, okay, so that's what happened. That is what happened. And then he quit out. And Dano saying, okay, now that I know who you are, I'm going to go hit you. Haha, the snake bites again. All right, folks, pick out your car. Viper is fantastic here. So I bet I'm going to see a lot of Vipers on the track. The Lexus, Remy, smart choice. The Lexus is really good as well. Let's get Rawiki as an A+. Let's get him a little lower here. A+ makes him the highest. I'm not going to say the fastest driver. Yes, quite possibly. But statistically, we just know that he's statistically the most successful and quick. Doesn't mean that he's an absolute pro on every track. He very well might be. A+ is unbelievably hard to get to. Excuse me, folks. And let's get, I guess, as we wait for Dan 96, we can all have a nice little practice lap here. And hopefully Dan 96 makes it back before the end of the lap, because come end of the lap, I'm going to start the race. And if anything, we'll just race with 11. Oh yeah, absolutely, Dano, absolutely. Actually, that's what I'm going to do while waiting. I'm going to get the grid order correct. And JCCR West, I can't remember where he's rated, but let's get Remy's a C driver. Change grid. I guess I'm D now. He. So I get to put myself at the top for being slow. JCCR West, let's get you a little lower. L412, I want to see your rating. And my big old face is blocking all of that. Formal credits is B, Bren, N, A+. So Rawiki, you go to the absolute bottom. And L412 is a quick B. We got Remy up here, which is a C. This is almost... I'm the only D tonight. Look at me. Oh no, L42. Yes, maybe once I kick them, they can't be back for the night. What I'm going to do, I'll be right back. Formal credits, I've added you as a friend, so that should help. And Rawiki, you are the fastest. Bren N, you're statistically the second fastest. Oops, sorry. Mustang Drifter, let's get you up a little here. Let's see, Mustang Drifter, you're running a B. And your safety rating is going up. Right on, you're not a BB. And we've got, so after that, A. Let's get Rizio. I'm sorry, Rizio. You got to go down 1 here. Punish you for your skill. Put you right below Mustang Drifter. Start a new lobby for Dan to get back in. Then we're going to lose some other people. Fantastic. The Gothic Kratos. See you back shortly. Well, folks... I'm going to... Dan in 96 is 412's friend. So I'm thinking, would you guys be okay if I just restart the lobby? And we've got Vulcan, who we've actually raced with before as well. Let him know that if we start a new lobby, ask him. And if he says that he'll be back if we start a new lobby, we'll start the new lobby at the end of this race. We'll give Vulcan a chance. Out of honor to the legends. I'm not a big fan of kicking A+ and A drivers. Ronan 47 is here. Fantastic, Ronan. And you're not racing with us tonight. That's really rare. I guess, it's because I'm starting earlier. Usually I'd start at 9:45. So let's start a new one. Let's get 14 racers in. We'll get Ronan in, since I don't believe I see him. I'm not wearing my glasses, but... he's coming. Okay, do we want to quit? Yes, folks, make it back. I'm going to write here, starting a new lobby. Lobby with 16 racers, 16 spots. Little problem with my controller here. I think my daughter's dropped it too many times. All right, sorry for the delay, folks. We'll get back on this very, very quick because we've already got the 16 car set up. I guess it's a 16 car setup night, and this will be comical if then we have only 12. All right, Daytona 14, 4 laps, 16 racers allowed, and Daytona has the space for the 16 racers. They just have to pass in the loops, not on the road track section. All right, let's see. Does it fill up quickly? Let's see. Am I blessed enough to have friends that follow even when I'm a little slow? I am Lieutenant Slow after all. All right, yes, they have. Fantastic. So let's all hit that check button. Have I hit mine? There we go. So we'll get Remy near the top. We'll get B-rated. So we know who's getting kicked if we need a spot. Is Ronan in? So that's, we're not at 16. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so there's still room for Ronan. Change up the grid. Let's get the fastest drivers at the bottom. Sorry, don't take it the wrong way. It's actually a big compliment. And L412, you are really, really quick. Let's get you in the middle of the JCCR team. Formal credits up there. That is fine. Mustang Drifter. Let's get you a little higher here. Johnny at the top because I'm a D. Dano a little lower. Let's get you behind Wes. I can't remember what Wes is rated, but there we go. We got the A's at the bottom, so they get the fun of moving on by, in and out, swerving in and out of us. And we got... All right, Ronan. Ronan made it in. Fantastic. We got Remy. Let's get Remy right up there. And the E-drivers are usually actually really good racers who just don't do weeklies, so we'll test them out as we do not know these. There we go. Let's apply. See how that looks. That looks good. Let's check out. We'll keep an eye on CR7 and FanWho29 because they've got B safety ratings. Make sure you've got your soft tires on, hopefully. Too late if you don't, but hopefully you do. Let's get the pedal to the metal and get right into some quality sim racing where generally everyone, but sometimes the newbies, do have the goal to be clean, safe drivers. We want to simulate actual track driving. If we go on the track, hopefully we pass the 1,000 subscribers for Christmas, and that will set us up for doing some track licensing. I'd like to bring the channel to the track and show you what the licensing experience is like at first. Oh, let's get this set up. At first, you're in the classroom, then you're driving their track with their cars. Well, of course, their track owes their track, but their cars. And then once you get your license, about $3,000 later. Well, it depends. The price depends on the track, but then you can take your own car on the track. All right, this track is rough enough that I was worried I had bumped someone, but you don't hear any panels smashing and bending and grinding up together. It usually means you're okay. Now, let's see if we end up quickly in last place due to some poor decisions like we did last race, or will we be able to stick it near the top for a few laps? Turn 1 is going to be a big deciding factor, and the next turn, a lot of people crash here on Daytona, and I'm just very much an amateur or rookie racer. Usually get through pretty quick, pretty good. 4th, drop it into 3rd with just some slight taps of the brakes, nothing to the floor, just quarter braking quickly, twice, or once when possible, just to get the nose in the right direction. And we're up to 21 watching. Fantastic. Thank you very much for watching the live. And if you are one of the 21 watching the live, folks, do me a favor. Make some friends. It doesn't happen in one sitting, but slowly over time, when you're chatting with the same people for weeks and months, well, you do make friends. You do start sharing what's going on, not just with the cars and the track, but often we share what's going on with our lives. It's a men's support group since we lost Brittany Williams, who was a guy as well. Or is it Brittany Williams? Because according to her YouTube and Instagram, she's now on vacation and would be away from her sim racer. I don't know, we never know. So many guys on the internet pretending to be women. Maybe this is a woman on the internet pretending to be a guy, just to not be verbally accosted. Alright, Rawiki, A+ driver, one of the rare ones out there, a legend of speed, making it from last to first. I don't know how he did that in one lap. That is 1 3/4 laps. That is very impressive. So fourth for me as an amateur racer, 2 taps, 2 tires on the yellow, 2 tires on the track, and we get through there. Not blisteringly fast, but we get through there safe and sound, which if you're racing in ED or C League, not crashing, just not crashing at all, in the D League will usually get you a top 5 finish. And in the C League, well, it's a mix of not crashing and being average speed on every turn with maybe 1 or 2 turns where you're quick. Oh no, we got a light push out. Vulcan gave us a light push, but it spun him out. And because he slid into me, I'm not going to wait, because that I really don't think was my fault. I'm just minding my own business, playing with my own toys, playing with my Legos, and he came and accidentally bumped into my castle. Ooh, it's very quick L412. Oh no, I'm gonna just deliberately drive myself out off the track with the hole that I saw, just so I don't take out any cars. Try to get back here on the track without harming anyone. Get myself in a little off lane, try to get the steering wheel still upside down. Alright. Alright, there must have been some sort of crash at the beginning of the race, or we're just unbelievably spread out. Must have been some sort of crash, because I was off the track there for what, 15 seconds? Well, we're near the top. We're now 24 seconds off. We must have been 2 seconds off the top. I'd say we lost 20 seconds, and we're still not in last. There's a major crash. Somebody did someone the dirty, or some kerfuffle. Probably a turn 1 kerfuffle, and everyone, almost the whole pack went off the track, except for maybe Rawiki, who had been in last, because I put him there, because he's world-class fast. Oh, and Mick Gappin, I believe, has left the room, and maybe McTums as well. So our untested, unproven drivers have maybe they got Batman. I look forward to the post-race report coming from sources that I'd say are more trustworthy and accurate and precise, even though they have reason to be biased, than the news. But of course, the news has reason to be biased too, because, well, they have sponsors and people paying for promotional spots, advertisements. So they pay the bills, at least in a proper capitalist system, they pay the bills by the advertisements that they sell. And in a semi-socialist state, the government pays the news and then tries to tell you, of course they're not biased, and report on you know, all the things that matter. And we need that, of course, because news stations can't survive otherwise. I have my doubts. History would prove otherwise. Because the Russians were, I think a lot of people before calling something propaganda wait for Russian-style propaganda from the Soviet Union. But they were just so horrible at it. It's just so blatantly obvious that it was propaganda. But I think the new way to shape hearts and minds is based on what you show them, and you select what you show them, and then the conclusions that are made are pretty standard. You know, where the people are going to say, "I've made up my own mind on this." Yes, but you've only been shown certain information. You know in advance how you're going to make up your mind. It'll shape your belief system. Oh, Remy spun out on re-entry. Wiki posting a 146. Fast lap. Very fast lap. Alright, I posted 149, so probably 3.5 seconds slower. All right, what happened on lap 1? And JCCR Ronan saying, what you think you become. Absolutely. Neurons that fire together, wire together. All right. Mustang Drifter saying sorry. So Vulcan saying fun race. Well, Vulcan, thank you for making it back. Nice to meet you to the new ones, and good to see you again for those that have made it back. And we got Fan Who, Ghost 503, JCCR, Gruntle making it back. Great stuff. So we got to get Gruntle and Ghost at the top. Oh, they've got to hit. I can't move them until they hit the little question. Let's see how it went here. We got Rowiki81 in first, Bren N in second, and Vulcan in third. If Rowiki doesn't answer, Bren, you're going to be responsible. So Rowiki, where are you? Because the winner picks. You win, you choose. And if he doesn't answer us quickly, be ready, Bren N. It'll be up to you. Vulcan saying repeat. I agree. I'd love to race this one again, but I'm also very open to another race on another track. All right, so let's get Fan Who up top. And Rarewiki saying Spa. Fantastic. Let's just change the grid here while everyone is here. So we got to get JCCR Gruntle and Ghost at the top. JCCR Gruntle and Ghost. I am still a D, so I get to stay at the top for the beginning of the race. And Ghost right behind you. So it'll be D rated, C, C, C. And then I believe it's B, 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 B. And then the whole bottom is going to be A and A+. But Fan Who is an, it says he's an E, but I doubt it. All right, let's see, Spa is at the bottom. We will not do 4 laps, that'd be quite long. We'll do 3 laps here. And here we go, folks. I hope you're ready to put the pedal to the metal. I hope you're ready for more cars and more power, because this track is going to have a whole lot of power on it. What kind of cars are we going to see? I hope to see a lot of European cars on this famous European track. But who knows? Maybe we'll see some Ford versus Ferrari. I think we're definitely going to see 1 or 2 Ferraris here. Good chance we'll see Dano driving a Viper or a BMW. So we got a Skyline. Rowiki now at the top here, only because we haven't hit. And Chris J on YouTube. Well, we're going to have to check out Chris J on YouTube. Make sure, folks, you've got your soft tires. It makes a big difference. we are full at 16. It is a popular night. Thanks for joining in on this fine Tuesday night. It's only 10 o'clock. We're getting down some races. We've got a lot of time for a lot of quality races. We've got the C racers, followed by the B, and impressive, a lot of A. Dano needs to go up higher here. We'll see. Let's. Where did Dano drop in? Dano 6. That makes a lot of sense. And Bren N from Out of This World Gaming. I'm not going to practice. I'm just here to set everything up and then lose. Rawiki's driving the Audi, so that's going to be a real contender. Ghost is in the Viper. Fan who is in the GTR. We got JCCR Gruntle. The very interesting. Not sure what livery inspired that. I'd like to see it up close. Formal credits here. Followed by Dano59 in a BMW, so 911 BMW. Jay Rizzio is driving, probably that was a Ferrari. Dark J is in a BMW. Bren N and Austin Martin. Gruntle in a 911, yeah, Porsche Brotherhood right there. We've got Fanhu in the GTR and Ghost in the Vipers. So let's make sure those guys, they're C rated. Let's make sure they've made it to the top. Okay, they have. Good. We're good to go. Let's put the pedal to the metal. Race is starting up in 8 seconds. If you need a pit stop for the human, not a good time. No driver pit stop. Oh, Super Dude saying be right back. And that's okay, because you're not driving in the race tonight, giving your knee or knees a break. Good thing, because this would not be, you'd be having a rushed P break here. And hopefully it wouldn't be an oil change, because that should take longer than a P brake, than a gas up. Here we go, +4. Can we Lago next? Mustang Drifter, it's going to depend on the winner. So if the winner likes that idea, then yes, it will be Lago. Or, you know, you can choose if you win. Alright, and this is another reason why we start the slow ones up top, because if you're an A+ driver and you start up front, like you do after a qualifying, races with 16 racers, turn 1, you're going to fly through, and everyone else in the back that's got traffic is not going to fly through, because that's one of the benefits, problems of running different rated drivers. Is, let's say you have some A pluses and an A and then a B. Well, the B in fourth might, from having a Ferrari 458, just pull ahead on that original straightaway, get ahead of a few cars that are a little faster, then slow down first lap, turn 1, cause some crashes. And either way, whoever gets to the turn first will end up going through generally faster than everyone else. So we don't have any super fast drivers pulling away right off, you know, the first 2 turns and already being 3 seconds ahead. Ooh, forgot, we need to be in second for that section, and no elevated turns. Oh my goodness, I gotta get out of the way here. Woo. Oh, I gotta get out. I should have been out of the way, not there. In between 2 turns, where do you go? I guess staying in the middle would have been the best option, and Rawiki getting a complete BS penalty because he touched me and then went off, and it's as if they counted it as him going off, because he should not have picked up a +3. That's a broken penalty system. That's really going to affect Rawiki's chances, and Rawiki finished first last race despite starting in last. So none of us have had practice on this race, so I think we're all not 100% on full memory for where we brake, where we accelerate. I know I've made a handful of mistakes lap 1 major and a whole bunch of minors. That's another thing that's fun about this race, these races. We don't do qualifiers, so everyone, you know, fixes in 5 or 10 laps. We don't know what the race is going to be, so we all come in rusty, and you get to watch some rusty racing. Now that would have been a good name for a channel. I do like JCCR Racing Team, sounds good, and CCR was a great band from the 60s and 70s. But Rusty Racing, oof. And it describes what we do. It means you're just applying all of the race principles. And it's not just memory work and muscle memory and brain memory. It's some guessing work, educated guessing work, logic and reasoning. Alright, I think I finally understood that. Get to the apex, get the nose in the right direction, and then really stomp down on the pedal for that turn we went through. Let's see, third. Does third work through here? Third does work through here. Lots of control. Here it's a little sharper, so let's get down into second. Excuse me. Sorry. Not fun hearing people cough over microphone. Alright, can we climb back up? Can we get higher than 8? Can we pass any of these legendary racers? There's an A+ driver right there. And Hugh got a 3-second penalty, so his performance where he's at right now is completely my fault. Plus, I started him last place, because he's insanely fast with an A+. So Rawiki, I am sorry, my friend. The game's broken. They gave you a 3-second penalty for me being turtled upside down, which I thought being in the middle of the track. I was more to the right. I thought people would still be out there, but I was a little too far ahead. Oops, sorry there. Got to keep an eye on my radar. Brennan, I bumped him. Asked myself, I thought the wall wasn't out that far, so you do not want to catch that elevated curb on a mid-engine, so put the weight to the left side. Let's bump draft here and both go down faster. Let's see where we're at. I just want to keep an eye on the track here. Oh, solid Vulcan, beautiful pass. Oh, we're going down into first. Big mistake there. That'll cost us some time, but what a pass. I was distracted by those smooth moves. His internet isn't smooth, but his moves absolutely were. Brennan, an A driver. Let's see if we can copy some of his moves, try to imitate him a little. Alright, sorry, got a little quiet there. Concentrating on trying to absorb Brennan's smooth racing moves here. Well, this is the final lap as well. I do love Spa. Great race. Not a fan of it in the rain at night. So I am referring to the endurance race that can net you, I think it's 1.5 million for an hour's worth of racing. Not the fastest coming out of first gear. The Ferrari would have flown off in that situation. Really good in first and second gear. All right, good race. Good race, guys. Really good race. The Dark J. Well, the Dark J gets to choose he's king now. He gets to choose the next race, Dana. We better suck up here. He's the king. The king chooses. Let us know, the Dark J. Congratulations on the gold performance, JCCR West, with a silver, and L412. You are fast, my friend, with a bronze. And we got Dano in fourth, Rawiki in fifth. You're welcome, guys. GTR, my bad, driving mixed with GT7. GT7 being broken and giving him a 3-second penalty from, I believe, was just from him hitting me and then going off track. Got him in sixth, so he's not picking 2 times in a row. And we got Lagos. Let's go do Lago. Now remind me, Lago, top, middle, or bottom? Interlagos, not Lago as in a misspelled Laguna Seca. I do believe you meant the Brazilian race, Autodromo, Mr. L. Lagos. Hopefully no one's going to be lagging. And 3 laps. We'll, Oh, vroom vroom 27:36. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. Now is that your icon almost looks like a seal's nose, but I think that must be a dog. And Dano saying, when you get close to me, I get all nervous. Knight Rider Gem. Yeah, when Knight Rider Gems is following you, it is normal to get nervous because you're just he's good at passing. He's very quick, good at passing. So you end up sometimes watching what's behind you a little too much, and that can cause problems in the present. And the same thing is true in the real world. Spend too much time worrying, stressing, feeling bad about, or just focusing on your past. You get stuck in the process. Your present, your present suffers. Just imagine it's like when you go on a date and all you do is talk about, a past relationship. That's not going to be good for your date. And it's just not generally good for your life. Focus on the present. What can you do right here, right now? What actions can you take? What things can you learn and undertake that will add value and meaning and purpose to your life? Not just what makes you feel good right now, often, not what's going to make you feel good overall. It's Lago Maguire. Lago Maguire. I'm pretty sure, though, Dark J, you meant this track, so I think we're on the right track. If I was supposed to load Maguire up, let me know. Johnny says, looks like you are ahead of me in the league points by 1 point. Well, Remy, I guess this Saturday we've got, the competition is on. It is on like Donkey Kong, I guess. And folks, don't forget to pick your car and make sure you got those soft tires on, and then most of all, hit that little green check mark. Let's see, what do we have? Racing. Rawiki's doing the Diablo. BMW Z4 here. Oh, supposed to be Maguire. No problem. Let's get Maguire, and everyone, though, hit that green check mark really quick. It is Lago Maguire. Autodrome. All I ever saw was Autodrome and Maguire. My mistake. So we'll do the full course, not in reverse, because I'm not mean like that. Race clean, folks, or I'll get Batmaned. I feel like the weekly races could be described as race clean. And I will get Batmaned because I race clean and then I get Batmaned off the track. I get speared into another stratosphere. Poked in the exhaust, in the bumper, poked off the track, and they don't even leave money to take. After they wreck your car, they don't even leave you money, a little change to take the taxi home. I'm sticking to the 911 here. I always find the fastest car is the car you're the most consistent with. Depitha, welcome. Our friend from India dropping in. Thank you very much. Very cool. We've got a friend from India. Dano, JCCR, J Rizio, and Bren N. Hit that check mark, please, and we'll get racing. Now, okay, so I guess Depitha is a female, or just likes to be called Little Sis. Most likely female. All right. Here we go. We got 13 racers. Everyone's ready to go. We're up to 25. We made it to a quarter. Start race. Everyone's on. We got cars. We got Ferraris. We got Vipers. We got an AMG. Some BMW. And the 911. Yeah, very cool, Depitha, to be making it in on your morning before heading off to work, I would assume. Or maybe while you're on, maybe you take public transport and it's on your way to school or work. But thank you very much for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Mustang Drifter. Thank you for being a Mustang bro. Another lover of Mustangs. And here for the races. Now, let me know, folks, I've removed the music from these videos, thinking that the GT7 music will cause me problems later on once fully monetized. But if I'm completely wrong there, let me know. Absolutely room, make it in. Make it in with the controller. You won't be the only one on the controller. On the channel here, a lot of people go in between controller and steering wheel because, well, steering wheels don't last forever, and it's can't be taken on work trips. Oops, sorry there. I didn't see a ghost. Should have been watching we collided there. And I don't know if it was my fault, but I do know I did not see you, and that is my fault. I should have at least seen you. If it is my fault, let me know, and I will call for anyone behind me to come Batman me. JCCR West, very clean, solid pass there. Ooh, the pack is fast here. So, no, honestly, if it's my fault that you went off track, write it in the race comments. Say, Johnny wants to be Batmaned, and everyone will know that it is time to Batman me. Woo, people are flying here today. We're a lot of cars on the track here. Oh, Depitha, thank you very much for sharing people's links to their channels. I really appreciate that. I want us to all grow together, learn together, grow together, have some fun, and build some community together. Okay, Monty Swingwell saying that not calling for me to be Batmaned. Fair enough. I appreciate that. I couldn't call whether it's my fault or not because I didn't see you. I felt it, and then I'm like, oh, well, good, no harm, no foul, no one's gone off, but then very, very shortly after, not quite instantaneously, but a quarter of a second after, or a tenth of a second, your car started to go right towards the wall. Oh, thank you, Monty Swingwell. That does remove some guilt off my chest. And the Dark J and Mustang Drifter choosing to be at the bottom of the pack. Not sure. Maybe they heard Let's Batman Johnny, and that's okay too. All right, let's see. Ghost 503 picking up the fastest time with a 2:05.3. Oh, we had a collision here. I'm going to try to avoid. There we go. All right, so that's where we need to be to go through there quickly. And here you're supposed to be foot to the floor all the way through. No let off. Good to have you along, Monty Swingwell. That is a catchy name, Monty Swingwell. Could be an actor's name. And Vroom Vroom's going to be making it into the next race. Very nice. Ooh, particularly slow and chaotic through there. All right, Remy's making it back. Ooh, way too much braking through there. That's right, it's the last turn. Ooh, I'm turning into a lawn tractor. So Remy will definitely be passing us here at the end of this turn. I'm not going to try to block him because he's got a lot of speed on us. Folks, check out the links Dabitha is dropping. Give them a subscribe. Hit like on as many of their videos as possible to encourage them, help their communities grow, and then make it back here as we try to finish up the race on the final lap. How does Dano go through here? Ooh, we're getting past right here for certain. Oh, and Remy's no longer. Oh, Remy, oh yeah, so Remy passed us. There we go, Remy's up in 8th. Ooh, we actually took that turn well as we're closing the gap here. Found a turn we can be quick on. Here we go, here's our chance. We can just get this right. Quick little brake tap. Oh, we did not get it right. Whew. Tough racing with these legends. They are quick. L412, congratulations. Well done, mate. Ghost 503, fantastic. We got a C-rated driver at the top, coming up out in silver. Way to represent the C-class. Well done. I applaud you. Congratulations. Wow. There's a lot of tapping and a lot of spin-outs on this race, so we had some shocking results. This was insane and chaotic, but not in a wild purpose, Batmaning, Call of Duty weekly race type of way. So L412 followed by Ghost 503 Rawiki. I believe he's A+ in 3rd, so that's your gold, silver, and bronze. So let's check it out here. Yeah, Ghost being on top. He's a C-rated driver. Oh, fantastic. If either myself or Remy finish 3rd, what was that, 3rd or higher? It says, if Johnny or Remy finishes P3 or higher this weekend, they will take 1st on the leaderboard. Fantastic. And Room saying, put me towards the back so I don't... Oh, you're using a controller and you're a noob on the controller. Okay, no worries at all. So, add noob, we'll have you start back here. Oh, Dan's made it back. Fantastic. Welcome back, Dan. Sorry for the boot earlier. And let's see. Leaderboard here, the results. We've got L412, Ghost 5... L403 and Rowiki, and we need L412 to pick the next race. So has he picked it? Rowiki? Yes, absolutely, Rowiki. Let's play again. That was fantastic having you along for the ride. You win, you choose. That's how we rock it here, L412. All right. Remy say, oh, we're doing Nürburgring this weekend? Yeah, love the race. Heck yeah. I'm not fast on it, but I love it. I love the high risk. And L412 saying Interlagos. So here we go. Off to Interlagos. Interlagos. It's, let's do 4 laps since we're more cars tonight. And Ronan saying blazing fast lap here. Yeah, Jim, you had an incredible lap here. That's right. Sorry, I'm just gonna... Scusi. All right. So we got the A rating, A raters on the bottom. Dan 96 and Vroom Room. You're on controller, but if you want, you're an E rating. And if that's actually your rating for speed, we usually start the slowest at the top. That's why I'm at the top as a D racer here. So you'll see I'm up in first because I'm the slowest racer. But if you're telling me you're slow, then you should be at the top, unless you're not S-rated. S-rated, because when we put B's at the top, okay, so you're B. Get your safety rating to A, and that means, get your safety rating to S, and that means being at the top, there's less chance you're going to knock everybody, and then you'll be starting up in first. All right, now let's get to the race. Cars that are great here. Let me know what you think, folks, in the comments. And I guess we can see it right here. Generally, people are going to take a car they think is quick here. Dano is in... Is that the GTR? Yeah, he's in the GTR. Okay, Lexus. GTR is fast here. Lexus is fast. L412 is like me, just loves to rock the 911. There you go, my Porsche brother. And Mustang Drifter picking a car. I like the 911 here. I find it's a good car. Easy to control here. We've got all our races. We're ready to go. Ha! Dano, you're the Texas Ranger. You can do it. Give him one of those quick, swift side karate kicks. And, well, actually pass him cleanly and safely, of course. L412, I love Porsche as well. I love how they drive here in the game, and I like so much more how they drive in the real world. The game does do it justice, but really it's, yeah, L412, that's, a 911 just feels like an extension of the body. You're driving and it just, especially, I like them when they're more analog and less digital, less, you know, for example, real mechanical steering. So I really love my 1999. And I can get stuck in traffic and the engine won't overheat because it is water cooled instead of air cooled. Ooh, that's not good. I believe we lost everyone. Oh, I've probably gone into practice. My mistake. Oops. Oh, okay, the race had started. Where was everyone? Okay, some people are glitched. Yeah, I wasn't seeing anyone else on the race, in the race as well. Yeah, so we got a car off to the side there that's glitched out. And we've got a crash out here. Ghost driving really slow. I think the lobby died for a lot of us. Yeah, Pablo B saying, what happened? Okay, Mustang Drifter saying it needs to be restarted. Okay, so It did glitch. Sorry about that, folks. Let's get this up and running again. Well, on a real racetrack, when you glitch, it's because you hit the wall and you're $70,000 or more in debt. You scrap your car or part of it. Yeah, everything was weird about that. All right, so I guess we'll still run 16 racers because we were just at 14. We'll load up here. Interlagos, that's where we were. Yes. Oh my goodness, Dano, that does not sound like a good race position. Vroom Vroom saying, at least I went from 14th to 3rd. See, Vroom Vroom, you're fast. Vroom Vroom, sorry. Okay, Monty Swingwell. Monty, remind me what driver name you're under. Ooh, Mustang Drifter also driving in rear view mode. So is as chaotic as driving with some of the Brazilian racers out there. Gruntle, of course. Of course, I had forgotten that over the months, that and almost year that we've been racing. Oh, there it is. I yawned. I seem to always yawn at almost 10:30 on the clock. So this is going to be the last race. So folks, hit that check mark as soon as you've got your car picked out. It should be set up anyways from the last race. Let's see what people are driving here. JCCR Ronin in the 650S McLaren. BMW. Skyline, two excellent choices. NSX. Good choice everywhere. Lots of GTRs. Lexus, GTR, BMW. Jay Rizzio asking for the back of the bus. No problem, my friend. Jay Rizzio, where are you? J Rizzio. Oh, that's right. It's a new one, so I gotta get this worked out here. Out of this world gaming, you're one fast cheetah. Not just because cheetahs are super fast, not because I think you're a cheater. Not one bit. You're an extremely talented and clean driver. Dan96, let's get you up there. Like me, you are not incredibly fast, so Dan and myself, where am I? Have I even gotten in the race? Pro 12 is a C. Let's get Pro 12 up here. And I'm a D, so that still puts me as currently the slowest driver, I believe. An A, so a noob. I think you wanted to be down here. I can't remember. Maybe it's just because we didn't know if you're... Let's get a noob higher. Let's test him out, see how he is at the top. If he hits everybody, that's one thing. He'll find out quickly. So technically, let's see how quick or slow he is. So I'll test him out at the top, and we got to get Gruntle had asked to be near the back. I think, no, Gruntle, we can get you up top, and Ghost needs to go up. And then we'll be ready to race. C rating, so right below me. And there was someone else, and I can't remember. So we'll... Pro 12. Is it Pro 12? I can't remember. Let's try it out like that. I'm supposed to be watching someone. My memory is not where it should be. Oh, so Dan, like me, is a D. So let's get Dan as Bunny. Oh, it's right. I'm going to be watching Anoob. If he's actually... E-rated or E-rated or not. Okay, let's cross our fingers and hope this works this time. We'll be starting up in 5 seconds. Oh, Jay Rizzio was saying back to the bus. Okay, well, I think we got you close enough to the back. Get your brake balance rebalanced, readjusted. Okay, I like to have more brakes to the back and less brakes in the front so those front wheels can turn. There we go. BB2, okay. Brake balance 2. Let's try 3 then for this track. Try 3. We usually run 4 on the 911. 4 has given this car excellent turning and not too much over rotation at all. We definitely want some strong braking here. So a noob already knocked someone off the track. That didn't take long. So instant regret. Knocked someone off on turn 1. So a noob can definitely get Batmaned to the back of the pack. That was definitely his fault, and he didn't wait. So, oh ho ho ho! All right, forgot the brake points there. Love the 911. You point, it drives there. You just have to make sure you're not going too quick. Now this doesn't make sense. I'm 2 seconds ahead of the pack. So I have a feeling something's going on with people's camera angles. Because I am not that fast at Interlagos. And I certainly have not put in some sort of cheat to make my car a whole lot faster. Oh, okay, so Vroom Vroom saying, oh, okay, so it wasn't, it was weird, it went inside him and then lagged out. Okay, then maybe a noob, it wasn't deliberate. Okay, well, sorry, it does seem like something's going on with the track here with this load up. Unless the off-track situation caused everyone to brake and avoid the accident, in which case that could explain why I get distance on the pack. Oh, this should be a time penalty. Better remove time penalties off. And the reason for that is because it's not fun getting a time penalty after someone's hit you off the track. But now we're mostly all, you know, regular drivers. So we're all driving as if we actually own the cars and don't have infinite sponsorship money. The 911 is very quick here. At the 50, we'll be hard on braking, turn in, let this slight incline slow down the car. Dano and Dev coached me a lot on this track, Phil as well. And we've got a lot of coaching on this track, so I'm not horrifically slow on it. So maybe starting myself in third was starting myself a little too high. Can we hold off the pack? Woo, okay, right. So we'll let not try to block anymore because they all have way more speed on us. Use the hill here to slow down to the appropriate. Just coast through. About as close as we can get. Oh, all I saw was Skyline rear end and didn't see that turn coming. Not driving here from muscle memory. Had to do some braking to avoid Pro 12. And poor Ghost 503 behind me must be wondering, why the heck is he braking? Is he trying to brake check me and cause an accident? No, I just didn't want to ram Pro 12 there. Just adjusting based on the car ahead of me. Car behind us sounds fantastic. L412 coming up. All right, L412 starting to work on that pass. Use the hill here to slow us down. Second for rotation, then just throttle it up the hill. Oh, we've gone super wide, and we're going to be dangerous trying to take back the apex there. We did not defend at all. Left ourselves up pretty open for a pass. Let's come in, get this apex this time, defend it properly, chew up the apex, and spit out some speed on the next straightaway. A little straightaway short. There we go, get all our braking as we approach the apex. Once we're on to that apex, that sweet candy cane, we throttle down. Depitha, thank you very much. Thank you very much for being in the chat. Thank you so much for sharing links to our fellow drivers' channels. And I got a very lucky second there. And Pro 12, congratulations. Great work. Really nice race. This was a beautifully smooth race. Some back and forth. Really good game. Really good game. So we've got Pro 12 in first. I picked up silver. We did a thing! Yes, L412, my Porsche brothers. We got two 911s at the top. Not quite the top, but near the top. And it was an NSX that sounded great as it passed us. Love seeing in the comments section when there's little accidental taps, we say sorry. That way we all stay friends and we all just focus on the next race. Dano sent someone for an inspection, a track inspection. I think that means Dano might have hit someone off the track by accident. This is the way. Yes, it is. It is. It's like if you're a mechanic or a warrior, you're going to bleed. If you're a doctor, you're going to see blood. It is the way. And here there's always a little bit of metal shavings that get left on the track, even when we're doing our best for it not to happen. You just say sorry, you move on. Knight Rider Jim, good night. Thank you so much for making it in, friend. And Pablo B saying, just to make sure I bumped you to give you a little bit more of speed. Pablo, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, buddy. You helped keep me in second. Very much appreciated. So we've got Bren N in fourth, Ghost 503 in fifth, JCCR Ronan in sixth, Mustang Drifter in seventh, and Paul Senna in eighth. And it does get a little slippery. A lot of tracks will have like a little just after the candy cane. If you eat a little bit too much of the candy cane, inside or outside, you are just gone. So these were some great races. Really appreciate it, friends. Hope to see you all again. There should be here an option to say, hope to see you again. So, great racing, folks. Really appreciate it tonight. Don't forget, hey, Ricky Rez Racer had made it in. Oh, that is awesome. I didn't see. Poor Ricky Rez Racer, being an A driver, got put to the bottom. And there was some quick racing, even by the B's and the C's, and, well, not even by, the B's are always fast, but even by the C's and the D speed drivers. Don't forget to change your oils, folks. Good morning, Depitha. Good night to the rest of you. So you go down here and you change your oil under car customization. Let's get this beautiful 911 for the word of the day or the phrase of the day. And the phrase of the day actually goes to Ronan, because what you believe is absolutely what you become. There's a lot of top salesmen, top real estate agents, top franchise businesses. There's a guy who started a franchise for car washes and made millions, not just like a few million, but I think hundreds of millions of dollars by the end of it all. And it's just started off as just a young, I think 17-year-old who wanted a Corvette. And he's like, hey, what does the guy who owns a Corvette do? You know, how does he behave? How does he speak? How does he interact with people? And he really became what he believed he could become. And he kind of told himself, you know, I'm that businessman. This is how I drive. I'm a successful dress. This is how I am a successful businessman. So whatever endeavor you're trying to take on, believe it, work towards it, and it's all about getting it done. A huge difference between people with success and great success and people with some success or not feeling like they have enough success. Of course, drive is a big part of it, and that's just about perseverance, not so much about motivation, because motivation comes and goes like the wind. But it's about taking that first step, and we all doubt ourselves, but it's just about getting that foot forward, taking that first step and getting it done. If you make mistakes, it's okay. Those are learning points. Those are stepping stones. So climb that ladder to achieving great goals with meaning, goals and skills that you can be proud of. And over time, you know, life, when you put work into life, it's like compound interest, a little bit of work here on a daily basis, just like when you invest a little bit of money into stocks here and there, after a while, compound interest, and you've got great success. So good luck, everybody. Godspeed and God bless. I hope you get to put the pedal to the metal in a car that you love sometime real soon. And if it's not in the real world, still my favorite way to race. And if you do want to see some real world driving, real world car reviews, I short-term review cars, at least one per month I try, and also do build-in prices to help you shop and know, you know, where's the value, where's the best resale value based on the model that I'm pricing and building. So I try to get some pricing and building in drop car news and long-term review on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. The Toyota MR2 1991 right-hand drive, completely redone, rebuilt. And we've got the 2017 Shelby Mustang GT350, the 2025 Ford F-150, and the 1999 Porsche 911. So see you tomorrow night, guys. L412, I'm glad that you say that, because that means we're going to be racing with you again, and I look forward to that. Beautiful livery by Aussie Pug. Folks, don't forget to check out the other JCCR Racers YouTube channel. Let's get everyone above 1,000 subscribers. And take care, folks. Have a great night. See you hopefully again soon.